From wedding gowns to a night at the Oscars, she has created some of the most beautiful designs, as you can see. She has dressed me in one of her gorgeous gowns.
Yeah, you look beautiful, beautiful.
How could I not look beautiful?
Exactly.
Claire Joseph has done an amazing job.
That's
with what
great.
she put on.
We're so lucky to have the innovation and creativity and incredible talent of designer Claire Joseph. Claire, tell us about your label, Claire Joseph.
Well, thank you for having me. I am a Los Angeles designer that I started as a child and have been working in Los Angeles most of my life, but also in Italy. And I do mostly custom clothes. I've fit over 3,000 women in my career, all different sizes and shapes and ages and
yeah, it's inventive.
We're all different shapes.
Right.
Yes,
so interesting,
everybody.
which is why it's so important to feel good and something that, when it's really fitting you properly, it makes you feel great.
Yes, and what's important to me is the drape of the fabric. And so I do a spiral technique where the fabric actually spirals around the body and is all basically one piece. And this is a traditional draping technique I work with the technique of Charles James, who was a contemporary of Christian Dior. And he innovated many, many things, but one of them was the spiral draping technique. And his draping protege was my teacher when I was just out of college. And so then I went on to work in Italy. I worked for Romeo Gigli, who was top designers in the world at the time, and I also was working with Alexander McQueen, who was one of my colleagues. He was the pattern maker for our jackets.
So you do patterns, you do color, you do fabric, and I know that our audience wants to know more and see our beautiful models and your designs. Tell us about those.
Yes, well, I custom make all the colors, and a lot of the fabrics are sourced by me. They're vintage, some of them, repurposed fabrics. This is a hand-woven silk from China from the 60s that I have a nice stock on that, which I use, and I dye all my colors, and I do prints. I silk screen over it also.
I should say this is our very own Tanya.
Tanya, who looks fabulous.
She has the moves too.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know, I can see, because you did pin the dress in the back to really look at how you would customize that size for her more too.
Yes, because she is so beautifully shaped and voluptuous, she needs a little bit taken out of the back because she has such a beautiful, flat, lovely back that you want to accentuate all through your rib cage.
And now tell us about the dress that Alexis is wearing as well.
This is one of my newer dresses. It's a cotton, an Italian men's shirting that I've over dyed, and it's all one piece of fabric that spirals around the body.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
So you can see, if you start in the back right here, this is the selvage, the edge of the fabric, and as she turns, it follows her all the way down, and then so this piece comes around and ends at the bottom. So it's all one piece spiraling.
So the most important question of all, you go to people, you have several satellite studios. How do people get in touch with you?
Well, what I do is I have a studio at home in my at my house. Sort of like a large barn. I live sort of near Sunland Tahunga. But then we have a studio downtown Los Angeles, and then I have a satellite studio in Santa Monica as well. So I can meet people at different parts of the city, and we also do trunk shows and sales. So if you go onto my website, you can look at events.
Is it ClaireJoseph.com?
Yes. And
Claire is CLAIRE?
Yes.
Wonderful.
And you go to events and contact, and you can see that we were going to be having a event in April. So you can email me if you're interested, and then when we know where it will be, we will put you on the list.
And
let
what's
you
the
know.
phone
Wonderful.
number, just so folks can see it?
Yes, it's 323-791-0905.
Oh, it's so
So-
beautiful. I love your designs,
And I
and
feel
I'm
like
so
$1 million in
Yeah.
them. It's lovely. Thank you.
So, coming up, he's a local political consultant with Grassroots Lab and co-founder of CaliforniaCityNews.org.
That's right. Rob Karinke joins us to discuss the dynamics shaping local politics in 2017. Next.